here?
Yes. I just
Hi.
set it down for a minute.
Hello, how are you?
I'm tired.
Tired? Is
Yeah.
everything alright?
Just didn't get enough sleep. I haven't been sleeping.
Is there a reason?
Not really, just like I got up a couple times. Just different things. Either they're banging on the door, on the wall, or I just couldn't.
Is AC working good in your apartment? Is everything
Yeah,
okay?
the AC is on. Yeah.
Just to give you a heads up, because it's about to start, the heat wave was announced for this week. I hope your AC is working.
Well, it is.
So when you having difficulty sleeping, is it more to go to sleep or you waking up in the middle of the night? What's the cause?
I don't know. Maybe both.
Maybe both.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Can you
unconscious.
excuse me for a minute? I just want to see what my son
Sure.
is
Sure.
doing.
Yeah.
'Cause I think-
You can mute me. I'll be here.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Hey! What are you up to? Oh! I see. Yeah, he's okay.
Okay. Good. I was about to say that sometimes with the sleeping, and if it could be some feelings or thoughts unconsciously provoking by something. Maybe you saw a movie or heard a song or something got you thinking or you heard a conversation. And our body sometimes responds to it unconsciously. It brings us to the moment. It brings us to the place maybe.
Sometimes, what if somebody's consciously provoking me too? I don't know, like banging on the wall or something. That's,
Yeah,
yeah.
this could be. This could be. Were you able to spend some time outdoors this week? Maybe go to the park or a playground with your son or anything of that sort?
We didn't do anything special, no, because it's been kind of hot. You
often feel tired when it's summer season?
I don't know. I didn't notice. I don't think so. I don't know. But I'm just,
Something
last week I
interesting to
definitely
observe.
didn't get enough sleep. Like, I'm still, like, like right now, and like when you don't get enough sleep and you didn't get enough sleep, the rest of your day, whatever you're trying to do, however you're trying to function, like, really what's on the back of your mind is like when I take that nap, so I don't know, and that's what people are like, and then you're lucky if you do kind of get enough sleep, but again, if somebody's consciously provoking you, yeah.
That is something interesting to keep observing. If you will continue having issues with falling asleep, and if this is an issue, because sleeping is important. This is when our brain shuts down. This is our rest time. You're supposed to, process the day, and it gives you the energy. If this will be an impactful something, we can proceed, with psych evaluation and talk to the doctor, so maybe they can.
I've done it before, but I'd really rather not take pills. I've had a psych evaluation before.
You do not like the idea of taking pills for sleep?
Yeah, I don't.
Okay. How about some herbal teas? Maybe chamomile tea?
Oh, that's funny because I love to drink tea, but diarrhea, so I don't drink it,
It sounds like a challenge.
It's totally a challenge because, like I do look, for comfort, but not everything's available to me. Like I I don't know, I'm so tired of everything, like of all my bullshit, that I just want to make, like, sit here and make like vague statements, because I'm like, my faith is drained that this is going to be resolved, by my complaining, like, adequately and accurately. It's not really, people are not that concerned with me, but what can I say?
So it's emotional distress that is causing you.
I don't think so. I think everything comes down to being emotional eventually. I mean, I am emotional.
I am sorry to hear about it. I know how it feels having lack of sleep. Yeah, it's very disturbing. Do you ever practice power naps? Just sleep in the middle of the
when
day.
When I can.
When you can.
Yeah, when I can.
So let me ask you this. Now, when the summer season is here, is your son officially on his school break?
It's not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Because if he's busy with some school readings and stuff, or exercises, or whatever he's doing, feel free to just separate yourself and use this time for yourself.
Yeah, I don't always get a chance, because again, I'm trying to, like, kind of let you know that there's people banging on my wall sometimes, like, literally. This isn't something weird or that could be misconstrued. This is, like, pretty real, and I guess I could even get him to say it too, and maybe even my friend that's over here when they do it, banging on the walls and stuff, and it's at odd hours. Sometimes people are out in the hallway too, and they wake me up. So I'm, as much as I am an emotional person, I don't think this is, like, my fault.
Is this noise happening during the whole day? Did you notice, like, when it's quieter and
Oh
when
no,
it's
but
louder?
like during the day, like, you're talking about power naps. I guess, like, that's what I've been doing. I've been trying to, like, compensate every which way for all this shit that's happening, and I guess that's how I survive, but I don't feel very good, just...
The last time when you feel this feeling, when you were exhausted, when you weren't able to sleep well, what helped you to go through this and get back to your normal?
I don't know what my normal is anymore. I've been, like, struggling, like, so long. I'm not quite sure what you mean with that question. It would be, like, if you, like, phrased it more, like, intensely detailed, I just might feel more stressed, but yeah.
What I mean with this question, I'm trying to explore useful strategies that you had in the past that helped you to go maybe back to better 5.5 hours of sleep at least, or closer to 6, to normalize your functioning, because living without sleep is highly impactful to a human.
No, I get, like, at least 5 or 6 hours of sleep, but it's broken sometimes, and it's just, again, what I'm trying to say is, like, I feel like I'm compensating for somebody else's bullshit. Like, all these people have their hostilities towards me, like, why? How do I know this neighbor's not banging on her door because she wants to wake her up?
I wonder, is this hostility something that became more noticeable this month, in the month of June?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. And actually, I was just sitting here thinking, like, I'm gonna talk to this woman now, and I wanted to ask her because, she seems to be the professional here, just to see what she'd say. Because sometimes, again, I'm like, I have to help myself, really, So all this complaining is just that. But I could ask you this: what do you think, especially since you've been, like, telling me, like, with your advice, like, all these terminologies and stuff? What do you think passive aggressive is? Because I've heard this term thrown around, and I feel like it's applicable to many, many people in my life, including, like, not social service, what do you call them? Civil service servants.
Civil service.
Yeah, because I haven't actually spoken to social service in a long time. And you know how everyone gets off on that one, right? Is that they're happy to walk away with their money or their fun or their hobbies, and nobody ever says
Is
it.
that what's happening?
What do you mean, where? Well, you're not a social service worker. You're not, like, directly providing
Is this
for
lady,
me.
wait, so the lady you wanted to talk to, let me put it all together. The lady you wanted to talk to, she is the social service worker.
No.
Oh.
What lady did I want to talk to? I wanted to talk to you. I'm talking to you right now. I'm asking you a question about how would you define passive aggressive? Because I feel put on the spot a lot of the times conversating with you. You'll ask me, like, when is she sleeping? What is she eating? Stuff like that, you know. So can I ask you something back? Like, what is passive aggressive to you? And I have to sit here and childishly reinstate what I think it means. Sorry, I'm interrupting you.
Okay, no, I was thinking that you're referring to me as someone else. I was thinking
No,
that you
I wasn't. I'm sorry. That's another problem that's coming up is, like, sometimes I have so many feelings and I just don't even know how to talk about them, but I know I have problems. Okay, so I just wanted to ask you about passive aggressive. What do you think it is?
It's all good. It's all good to acknowledge it, and feel free, like, I'm okay to ask questions when I don't understand it, or go back and kind of, like, summarize what I heard to make sure that we're on the same page. So, okay, what is passive aggressive? To me, passive aggressive is when there is a conflict situation, and say both sides. As an example, I have a conflict with someone. I'm aware and this person aware. Like, I don't know, my roommate or my colleague from the floor. We both aware that there was something, miscommunication maybe. And passive aggressive to me will be acts that both of us understand are having purpose, but none of us saying it verbally. For example, if I know that my coworker, I'm bringing milk. We have a fridge on the floor for employees where I keep my lunch, and I drink a lot of coffee, so I keep my milk in here. And say, hypothetically, if I notice that someone is using my milk and leaving me empty or close to empty, pack of milk, and instead of addressing it, maybe I would just leave the empty one there forever. Maybe I will leave a note, a very petty note, saying, like, whoever did this, please reimburse. This will be passive aggressive to me. This will be my passive aggressive.
See, that seems like justifiable, though, because somebody drank your milk. So why would it be passive aggressive? I feel like
it's passive because aggression is a feeling. Even, like, of course, socially it's not.
Yeah, but I feel like this is not a good example because it's I feel like in that case they're actually practically dealing with the situation. They're saying, without going overboard, without making a scene, they're saying, reimburse me, and I notice you, don't do this again. But in other situations, you're saying how people, like, can't resolve something, so they just won't say, they won't be sincere. But I feel like in a lot of the situations with passive aggressive now, like with family members and stuff, is a person has the upper hand. They know nothing's going to happen to them if they don't address this other person's emotional issues. They'll be passive aggressive and they'll be ignorant. Like, they'll, like, pretend they don't hear you or something, or that they don't understand, even though you know that they do, But it would present, like, great difficulty for you to explain this to a third party that they're doing this, So authorities, too, can be passive aggressive. I believe in that, I don't know. So
I would, in exploration of passive aggressive, it is important to notice its indirect expression of aggression. So direct will be aggression by itself. When it's passive,
like violence.
yeah, it's indirect. So instead of openly showing it, expressing it, discussing it, people doing it indirectly. So your example actually makes sense to me. If someone got the upper hand and they kind of avoiding it, avoidance is
They're
the
avoiding, like, because it's usually when it gets to passive aggressive, it's like solid relationships that you can't avoid, like family or something, and they're avoiding it because they know they don't have to meet your emotional needs or whatever needs, not just emotional, basic needs could be like dumped like that too, because of their position.
There is also one
It's
part of it.
that the relationship immediately loses in neutrality. Now, say it's from a position of authority. Now you're losing faith. In authority.
In the position of relationship, passive aggressive can also be, say if it's two individuals, even family members, the person may be unaware of the hostility. Say if this is trauma, if this is their low self-esteem or even stress, when people are in a high level of stress, they might become passive aggressive without being aware of it. Maybe I don't have energy.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a mess. I've noticed that too. Like, especially with my needier friends, like my friends that are needy, I'll just, I'll be like, oh, okay, I heard what you said, and ignore it. Yeah.
With authorities, though, I wouldn't be able to have an example of authority directing their passive aggressive pattern.
It's worse. It's kind of depressing because, I'm an adult now. Like, say, somebody's suggesting that my life is bad because I had a bad childhood or something. But I'm an adult now, and I've got as much of a handle on it as I can. And a lot of people could tell that by talking to me, But, every problem I've ever had has been exploited by people that are just nasty lowlives, and they think they're being authoritarian and here and there, and it's not just any one particular person, but I'm so sick of this shit, and it's so depressing.
It sounds to me that you definitely stressed with this. It's a lot of frustration and maybe lack of the outlet where you can express it, because I don't know, apart from our sessions, do you have time or a person who you can confide in and discuss it without feeling over explaining yourself, without feeling judged? Do you have someone who can just listen to you and be like, Ilona, I gotta be so difficult for you? Do you have someone like this?
That's the problem, is that this person that's often burdened with all this responsibility, they are the nice person. Now, what if we burden them some more and they just break? Because we often forget that they're humans, And as for the personal, the people that I could talk to, sometimes they can't avoid my problems. Like silly things like what I told you about when this person has dinner with me, they have the diarrhea too. So, it's almost like the world is against us, and they just wanted to bag a couple of bitches, And I'm tired. I'm tired of being feeling like this, like I'm everybody's bitch.
When the world is against you, do you think there is space for you to give yourself this a little bit of extra, I don't know, kindness, compassion? Because if the world is not giving it to you, you don't have to wait for the world. If you are the person that will give yourself this nap in the middle of the day, it's vital. It's really vital. You need it.
I think so. I think it's vital. I think sleep and food are vital, and a lot of things that people in their greed fail to see, are vital to us as a society, so we could keep functioning. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm cranky as fuck today. I'm sorry.
No, sorry. Look, it's everything. We are everything. Think of yourself as like a diamond. Diamond has a lot of those parts, those sides, those angles. Sometimes it's the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's everything in one person. It's fine to be this sometimes too. You don't have to always be perfect and happy. You don't have to. Really. Ilona, sometimes it's like this, and I really hope that it's just today. In therapy, there is a magic word, yet. I haven't had a good
Yeah, it
sleep
sounds nice. Yeah.
yet. Hopefully it will happen. Maybe tomorrow. There is always tomorrow. Hopefully.
That's what I'm thinking. You know.
But as always, in case when you will be overwhelmed with this, and if sleeping will not gonna come back, as someone who works in mental health, I cannot not mention that we still have doctors here. We have a female doctor that
It's
is
just
very
it wasn't just
aware.
the sleeping, and I don't want this to be like cute like that, because it somebody that knows what's going on, which is actually, you know, you included, might think something. But I was gonna say that I'm like, I know sleep is important, I know like food is important, but sometimes people that talk to me about my problems, which I know are real and I want to get a handle on them, they seem so fake that I want to, like, I'm like having a hard time caring about what they say, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta understand, there are places with no judgment. And it's okay sometimes if you need help to just process something or go through rough patches of life. It's a lot of emotions. That's what I'm here for. And we have medical doctors. If you're uncomfortable talking to some like male doctors, we have a great Dr. Lisa. She's very aware. She's very like passionate to females as well, and she works with females too, and I like her. She helps to tailor something. She understands when people, not all the people are into meds, because in America it's a lot of, you know, like give me the pill and everything will be solved. I'm not a fan of it. Some doctors not fans of that, and they will try to find something for you, maybe smaller dosage, just to go through. People, I don't know, people go through loss, people go through personal difficulties. There are some personality disorders that people experience, and they need to be functional parents, functional professionals. There are so many things, you're not alone.
And
This
the problem with psychiatry is a lot of the time it's very hard to pinpoint the problem. You know, that's why these issues couldn't be resolved, because we keep treating the symptoms.
Yeah, it's a lifetime journey to learning about yourself and finding the right specialist, but you know, that's what we're here for. So, in case if sleeping will be an issue, because I don't know, magnesium that people prefer to drink, that the one that you can just find in a pharmacy without a prescription, as something more relaxing.
I don't think I'll be doing that, because I solid don't think that's you know, a good idea at this point. You know, but you never know, because sometimes people they still try to handle things without medication and then they can't, you know. So
You would want to just observe so far and wait and see what it brings to us, what's going to happen.
yeah.
Okay.
Exactly, because I don't, you know, not unless it's like super extreme need.
Okay. All right. So at this time, we will wrap it up. But I hope that you will have maybe not even one, maybe two chances during the day to have power naps, 25, 30-minute naps, just to give yourself this booster of energy. And vitamin D, natural vitamin D in summer, just going outside, just sitting, if you have a balcony, just sitting on the balcony for 15 minutes and just soak up on this sun. Try to enjoy.
I'll see. I'll see what I can do.
Hopefully. Something will be better. Maybe not today, but tomorrow. Okay?
Okay.
Alright. Same time next week, Ilona?
Same time next week.
Okay, I'll see you. Bye-bye.
Take care.